Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Papa Tab or Tarek, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to Brett Cooper. Now, I know all of you know her. You might love her. You might be subscribed. But anyway, she put out a video today. I'm probably going to edit this tomorrow. So yesterday, she put out a video yesterday, and I guess it went over people's embarrassing stories, and she was just reading them aloud. Um, I only saw the first 3 minutes out of the 16-minute video, and I was like, okay, I want to make a video on this. So we'll go ahead and check it out real fast. And there we go. This one. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and check it out.
Welcome back to the comment section bonus content, if that makes sense. I'm Brett Cooper, but you guys all know that by now. There are almost 800,000 of you here, which is absolutely wild and mind-boggling, and I do feel like we have cultivated a sort of community. Feels very familial. I think we're all very friendly.
All right, I didn't notice these before. I had this on 2x speed, so I'm just trying to pick up on the small things that she's saying. But I think I saw those lights on Amazon for like $60, and I was actually thinking about buying those ones. So it's funny because I saw those lights on Amazon, but I'm sorry. We'll keep going.
I interact with a bunch of you, especially on like Twitter and that sort of thing, but I feel like we could be closer. And the best way to get close to people is to share embarrassing stories. So I posted on all of the platforms that you guys should send in some of your most embarrassing stories. I promised that they would stay anonymous when I do this video. And I appreciate you all trusting me with these stories because y'all are wild and we're going to get into it. But to level the playing field, I obviously need to share one of my own. And when I posted this on Instagram, I told one about how my pants fell down in the middle of an Indian buffet, so I won't retell that one. But when I was, 11 years old, see, this even feels like, I don't know if this is too old to be doing this, but I was in a musical. I was in Gypsy, and I was a myriad of different characters, but I started the show being like a balloon girl. If you know this musical, then it makes sense. If not, just
Okay, also, I do want to just preface this by saying I'm not trying to make fun of her. The whole point of this video is just to show that she's not funny, but she's trying to be. So we'll go ahead and continue. Just remember that going forward, I'm not bullying her. I'm just showing that she's not funny when she thinks she is. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just my sense of humor is off, but I don't think she's funny, but she tries so hard to be.
just hang with me. Anyway, I was covered in balloons doing like a little tap dance because it's supposed to be like vaudeville. Again, if you're a theater nerd, you get this. Anyway, I needed to go to the bathroom before the show started, and there were a bunch of other kids in the show, and they were all running around like hoodlums, taking up time in the bathroom. One like locked himself in there at one point. All the other bathrooms were full, and I would had to be on stage. Like the curtain was about to go up, so I just ran out there, and I had never had to go to the bathroom so bad in my entire life. And I stood up there in my outfit covered in balloons. I have a photo of it, and I should put it into this video.
Okay, so I guess this is a young Miss Brett Cooper. She has balloons, and it looks like cartoonishly big bows on her head and chest. I don't know.
And I sat up there and I was doing my little tap dance number, and I almost made it through. And then I had to pause and hold a pose, and I peed everywhere. Thankfully didn't go everywhere because I was in tights, so it was kind of contained. But that was the most probably horrific moment of my life. My mother didn't know about that for years. Thankfully, I don't think it was visible, but it was so upsetting. I went into the bathroom after that and cried. I think that is the most embarrassing thing that I did on stage. Apparently, when I was 6 years old, I was also in a musical, and I sat on stage during one of the really big numbers and just sat and picked my nose and stared at the back of the audience. So I've made a fool of myself time and time again. I'm very okay with that. I think that it's good to have some self-deprecating humor. So that is what we're going to do in this video. I'm going to laugh with you at these stories. So
okay, nothing's bad. Nothing's been bad so far. Everything's been pretty tame, I would say. But as we get into these confessions from the audience or the comment sections of all these different platforms, I think she tries to make a joke on them. So we'll just continue on. We'll keep going.
To get us started we're going to start with some of the comments. This is from TikTok. This person says, again, keeping it anonymous, I went to a strip club for the first time with some friends after a big promotion, and the first dancer on stage was my cousin. I ran out in horror. Were you in Alabama? Isn't that the whole TikTok trend where it's like, Sweet Home Alabama?
I mean, I didn't laugh. Did you guys laugh? We can hear it again if you guys didn't get the joke.
Stage was my cousin. I ran out in horror. Were you
in Alabama?
in Alabama?
Her facial expressions are funnier than the jokes. But they're not like meaning to be funny. Were you in Alabama?
I ran out in horror.
Dude.
Were you in Alabama?
She sounded so unsure if she should say that joke. God, that was my third take doing that bit.
Isn't that the whole TikTok trend where it's like, Sweet Home Alabama? Because, whatever. Okay, well, that's horrific.
Good punchline. Let's keep going.
I'm so sorry. I've never been to a strip club, and I don't have any desire to.
Same here.
Also, all of my producers are here today, so they are all laughing with us.
I didn't hear anybody else laugh, but we will continue on.
Not at you, with you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, I only heard her laugh. No one else laughed. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Let's see. Okay. Oh no. I grew up pretty poor, and for Halloween, I was forced to dress up as a construction worker, but I later found out it was my dad's work clothes.
How is that embarrassing? It's not really embarrassing. If you don't have the financial stability as a kid, obviously you don't have any money coming in. But if you have to make do with what you got, dude, you have to. I promise you, it's not that embarrassing. I mean, at least it wasn't for me. I literally when I was a kid, I didn't have any money. I put duct tape on a box, and I had just had my boxers on. I had a cardboard box around me. I put duct tape straps over my shoulders, and I don't know what the fuck I was, but I was just in a box. That was my costume. If you can picture a guy wearing a barrel. I don't know if you guys ever seen those. They wear a barrel and they have straps on. That's what I looked like, but just pretend it was a cardboard box instead of a barrel, and that's pretty much what I looked like. But it's not embarrassing, and it wasn't that funny.
That's like sad, but also that's very endearing in a way. That's very sweet. I'm sure you looked really cute in a hard hat. Okay. Oh no. One thing that I did notice as we were compiling these, a lot of you guys have shit your pants. I have not yet, I guess, because apparently this happens a lot.
I don't know what she's on, but maybe she's playing it up for the camera. I don't know. She can't be thinking this is that funny.
Somebody says, I crapped myself in a dentist chair because I was allergic to something they used. I don't know how that happens, but that's really unfortunate. I don't know the correlation of that, but okay.
Okay, she didn't think it was funny either. Let's keep going.
This person says, I got my head stuck in a chair at a Chinese restaurant.
I got my head stuck in a chair at a Chinese restaurant. Where's the punchline? Where's the humor? Where's the funny? I'm not finding it. Where is the funny? Like, I think, bro, she has to be on something or under the influence of something, bro. This is not funny.
That feels very reminiscent of my pants falling down at the Indian buffet. Apparently, very bad things happen at these restaurants. This person says, lived with my grandparents a long time ago. After showering, I was walking back to my room. My grandma stopped to hug me, and then my towel fell. Yeah, that's any.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, I would have to say. But I don't think it's the first time your grandma or grandpa have seen you naked. It's not, no, don't take it out of context. I'm just saying, like, as a baby, they probably have seen you. My grandparents have seen me when I was a baby naked. They gave me my first bath, actually, so.
Anytime that you see or that your family sees any part, it's just like, I don't really want to at all. I don't want to get into that. All right, here's a longer one. I worked in a grocery store at a
So, hold on.
I don't really want to at all. I don't want to get into that.
But moments later, she made a joke about the Sweet Home Alabama. But this time, I don't want to get into it. No, no, no. But it's all family. Keep it in the family. But this one's not funny. The other one was kind of funny.
All right, here's a longer one. I worked in a grocery store at a cashier.
I worked in the grocery store at a cashier. I mean, I'm not gonna. As a cashier.
At all. I don't want to get into that. All right, here's a longer one. I worked in a grocery store at a cashier. One day, a customer complained to my manager that I never make conversation with my clients, so my manager ordered me to do so. Therefore, I began greeting my customers and asking, how is your day going? Since I didn't speak any English at all, I only responded with answers like good or that's great, and I paid no attention whatsoever to their answers because mainly it was only small talk. Besides, I wanted to scan the items as fast as I could in order to advance the customer line and be a good employee. Very valid. However, one day, a customer came to me. She was a lady, mid-50s, American. As usual, I asked her, how was her day going? And I began to scan her items as fast as I could. While she was telling me her story, I just kept saying, good, that's good, awesome. But then when I was about to finish, she interrupted me and she said, why is that good? I just told you that I lost my house, my mom is in the hospital, and I'm going through a divorce. Oh, God, that feels like something straight out of divorce.
For someone that doesn't speak English, you wrote that pretty well. Unless you had someone else write it for you, I don't know.
Telling me her story, I just kept saying, good, that's good, awesome. But then when I was about to finish, she interrupted me and she said, why is that good? I just told you that I lost my house, my mom is in the hospital, and I'm going through a divorce.
I mean, yeah, I could see that is pretty embarrassing. I would have to put that up in the top tier of all the embarrassing stuff that we've seen here right now. Someone that wasn't speaking English very well, just having to resort to that's good or very good. That's great. No matter the circumstances, that's pretty difficult.
Oh, God, that feels like something straight out of some kind of sitcom. But though, like, gross small talk that you do make as a cashier, it is so real. And you just kind of have to sit there and smile at them. And I swear, when I worked at Trader Joe's, I feel like every person thought that I was flirting with them, but I genuinely just wanted them to keep talking so that I could focus on, like, doing my work. So I was like, like wink, smile. None of it really means anything. So
You wink and you smile to pass on a conversation. I'd like to try that in a future skit. I'm going to call it the Brett Cooper Small Conversation Starter Pack.
I'm sure it's fine, although that is hysterical. Oh no, so this one was from my Instagram. This person said, I asked my college rabbi, how active is the BDSM community on campus? I meant to say BDS. Well, that's uncomfortable. I hope he prayed for you. The BDSM community on campus.
How? Like, is this funny? Are these fake laughs, dude?
This person said, I asked my college rabbi, how active is the BDSM community?
I get the joke. BDSM is like if you like spanking, being tied up. Oh, I don't know what it stands for. I'm probably gonna have to look it up, aren't I? Okay. Bondage. So I guess it stands for bondage, discipline, submission, sadism, and masochism. So someone that likes to be tied up, someone that likes to be disciplined, someone that likes submission, and someone that likes to get hurt, masochism. The only reason I know that word is because people kept making memes about Super Smash Brothers Brawl. No, not Brawl. Ultimate. That they were calling Incineroar Masochist Kitty. That's because he likes pain. I don't know. But let's continue on. It wasn't that funny, but let's continue.
On campus. I meant to say BDS. Well, that's uncomfortable. I hope he prayed for you. The time that I threw up in front of a group of elderly at a nursing home while I was singing a Christmas.
A group? Hold on. The time I threw up in front of a group of elderly at nursing home while I was singing Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol.
Elderly what? Elderly people? Elderly animals? What? Woman? Man? I don't know. That was just funny. Maybe English isn't their first language.
It's uncomfortable. I hope he prayed for you. The time that I threw up in front of a group of elderly at a nursing home while I was singing A Christmas Carol. How drunk were you?
How drunk were you?
The nursing home. Did you play drunk bingo with all the old ladies? Was this a Margaritaville? It's probably Margaritaville. When I retire, I'm moving into a Margaritaville. I hope you all know that. Okay, actually no.
What? Did anyone else laugh at what she said? I don't know if I'm splitting it up in a way that is just not funny. But it's just not funny.
Play drunk bingo with all the old ladies? Was this a Margaritaville? It's probably Margaritaville. When I retire, I'm moving into a Margaritaville. I hope you all know that. Okay.
Thanks for letting us know.
Actually, no. The man who submitted this, and I love you, but I tried to fart and make my girlfriend laugh, but I shit my pants on an escalator in Macy's in New York City.
Tried to fart and make my GF laugh. Shit my pants on escalator in Macy's, New York City. Why is she laughing so much at these?
Who submitted this, and I love you, but I tried to fart and make my girlfriend laugh, but I shit my pants on an escalator in Macy's in New York City. That's better than the cringe couples making out on escalators. I don't know about you guys, but that probably is one of the most embarrassing things ever. It is so cringy. Like, I love, puppy love, so cute, happy for you. Why are you making out in a mall? Like, this story is at least more entertaining. I let out a silent fart in public. I forgot my hearing aids weren't on. I'm deaf. It wasn't silent.
Why do I feel like that wasn't an actual story? I feel like that was a meme stolen. I'm not laughing at her. I promise you. I'm laughing at the thought of the meme that I saw earlier. I think it was like someone drops a book so they can fart in class, but they mistimed it, so they just dropped the book and then farted. So they missed the time. But this isn't, bro, I promise I'm not laughing at her. I'm not laughing. This is all fucking stupid.
Out in a mall. Like, this story is at least more entertaining. I let out a silent fart in public. I forgot my hearing aids weren't on. I'm deaf. It wasn't silent.
I'm not laughing at the meme. I'm laughing at my meme. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you.
I guess all farts are silent to you. Which must be great. Imagine how horrifying that would be to be deaf and
all farts are silent to you, which must be great. Are you kidding me? I would rather know if a bomb's gone off in the other room, you know? Like, hey, look, let's say I'm deaf, alright? And my dog just shits up a storm in our bedroom. I walk into the bedroom. I'm deaf, alright? So I didn't know that she farted. I walk in there and then I smell it. I'm like, oh my god, get me out of here. But if I had known, if I had my hearing aids in and I had known that she farted, I wouldn't have gone in there. So maybe it's not the best thing to be deaf when there's farts going on.
And you don't know that somebody's farting, but suddenly it just smells awful.
See?
You just have no concept of knowing what it is or like hearing somebody rip a fart. Honestly, I do kind of understand that in a way because my dog will like be under my bed and I won't hear him. It'll just stink. No.
Is that the crusty white one?
It's fine. It's my like 14-year-old lab. It is. He also, in his old age and in this like very warm summer heat, he likes to sleep on the vents, and he farts every 5 minutes maybe. And so it just kind of flops with the AC. My house is a lovely place. I burn candles everywhere because of that. Let's see.
This better be funny, dude. This one better be funny. We're halfway through this video, and I have not laughed one single time at anything that she said. I promise you, I've only laughed at what I've thought and said, but not what she said.
Somebody said, nothing as embarrassing as you not being able to ride a bike.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Editing Papa Tab here, and I just want to let you guys know that this will be a two-part episode. So today is obviously part one, then tomorrow's part two. I had about 40 minutes worth of footage, and I didn't want to just give you guys one large video. I wanted to just split it up a little bit, you know, so today and tomorrow. But that should be it for this episode right now, so go ahead and wait till part two tomorrow. Thank you, and good night. Peace.
never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show